The lock was key to the first concerto Leitner played. It was the first time Maya heard him, and we were both. I felt small in the light of his skill. I can play it now too, thanks to a neuromod, but only in my head.
You used a guest neuromod?
I copied their neuroscans and hid the data on my transcribe. Fabricated my own mods. I'm not proud of the act. Now, I'm glad I did.
Dr. Yu. Hello, nice to see you. Diagnosing. I'm seeing epidermal and dermal injury. Thermal origin. Hello, 10 milliliters of the Try to relax. Good as new. Are you here for an appointment?
Log submitted. Structural upgrades detected. Thank you.
Tell me again how the decompression happened.
It was very sudden. I don't know the specifics, but I had to act quickly.
The decompression occurred due to a detonation in the cargo bay.
January, I asked Dr. Igwe.
I don't know. Perhaps an explosion or structural damage from the...
I don't want to alarm you, but
Which would have
there's been a launch from
originated
the
where?
Argus platform.
Psychotronics?
That is unlikely,
The
Chief
directors has
Illusion.
caught wind of the situation
January,
here.
instead of wasting our time interrupting,
suppose it was
go check
inevitable
the
despite
reports.
my efforts.
All of them.
That wouldn't be
That's why
relevant
it's
to my
important we
directives.
act quickly,
No, thank you.
decisively. They'll try to take this out of our hands, Morgan.
Morgan, the coral is spreading to other parts of the station. I doubt the Typhon are just going to keep building it indefinitely. It must have some end purpose. Perhaps the coral is a kind of reservoir of all the energy the Typhon have been accumulating.
No, I don't think so. I'd say the coral bears a striking resemblance to a nervous system.
You believe the Typhon are building a disembodied mind?
It's only a hunch. If I had more time to study it.
Studying it is what got us here in the first place.
The discoveries made aboard Talos 1 seem to validate some form of panpsychism. Consciousness is a fundamental force that exists everywhere, to one degree or another. It seems plausible, then, that an organism evolved, which is able to metabolize complex forms of consciousness.
What are you saying? They eat other minds?
Yes,
That's... How can something like that exist?
you've been trapped in the simulation for 3 weeks. Normally, the tests are only a few days long.
Morgan, hope you don't mind. I was using your workstation.
I found the right materials for the glue gun as well. Was able to make several canisters.
I also found some food on the way up. Left it on the desk. Don't worry, they're alien-proof. I checked them, no twitching. To be sure, I let Igwe sample them first.
Pardon me?
I'm joking, Igwe. I wouldn't willingly expose you to aliens. Or anyone else. That would be inhuman.
I've been trying to see what I can access from here, but most of the systems are locked down.
Why Russia? Why Russian volunteers?
Well, the Russian penal system is quite unforgiving, and their alliance with the Transdai interest economically coincided. It was Catherine Yu's idea. Their mother and Alex saw the advantages.
So, they were murdered because of political convenience and cost savings?
The term murder I would dispute, but I do not wish to lie to you. These two factors made them good candidates for the research development here. It is far easier to persuade a man to volunteer for experimental trials when his other prospects include capital punishment or life in prison.
I would dispute the term volunteer, Doctor. I never told you why I altered my medical records.
I don't understand.
I know you were so sure when you were lecturing me, Morgan, saying I was selfish and... My father, he was imprisoned for questioning the Soviet intervention in India. Many prisoners are lost in Siberian labor camps, but my father vanished. The only thing I knew for certain was TranStar was recruiting volunteers from those labor camps. I came here because of you, and Alex, and your experiments. To find him, and now I know he was here. I noticed on your computer. You found a set of names and ID numbers from Psychotronics, from Dr. Gallegos. The Russian volunteers were never referenced by name, but I was able to match an ID to my father. We can pull up his records, archived experiment logs. I've already asked a great deal of you, but if you could find that archive in deep storage, I'll finally know what happened to my father. His name was Yuri Andronov, V01065532.
You designed me to assist you. I have more instructions, but I can't access them until you've recovered both arming keys.
Morgan. Don't worry. Not about me in January, anyway. The two of us can hold down the fort here.
Thank you. It's a strange feeling. I hold Leitner's gift to the world in my hands. He will live on. I wish my wife could have heard him play again. That was brave of you, to recover the connectomes for me. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you and TranStar have done for me. I hope you don't mind if I use your fabricator. I'd like to help. I wish I could make my way to my quarters. I have some personal effects I'd rather not leave behind. This is certainly better than the cargo crate, but I suspect we are still trapped. I could get access to the sim lab, but that does us little good now. I even began to consider if there are any ways to use the helicopter to escape the station.
Morgan, January's been showing me around, telling me, well, everything. I figured you came back because your ears were burning.
The truth of that statement is questionable. On many levels, Chief Illusion.
No type of material detected.